How's it going, everyone? It is Liam Catterson here, and we're on the penultimate episode of Charmed Season 1. Incredible that we're at this moment. Of course, after next episode, we'll be jumping straight into Season 2, and it's just crazy how fast time has flown by with this show. It's just been a real blast, and obviously things are gonna be a bit quicker next season, but I am really excited to see how we are going to conclude things, and you know, hopefully we might get a bit more Piper in this episode, considering the fact that she was pretty much absent with the last episode, so that kind of hurts because I love Piper so much. No, I'm excited to see where things are going to go, because obviously we had the fallout of Andy discovering about the Power of Three, of course, and the Charmed Ones, and I mean, it went a bit better than it did originally, I guess, but yeah, there is still that vibe that Andy can't really put himself in a position where he can get adjusted to this surreal situation, especially with the occupation which he has, which is completely understandable. I mean, there are some depraved things and whatnot, or scenarios that really do take a toll on your mind, and now we're dealing with something one would consider unusual, so yeah, so I can't really blame him for wanting to, for not wanting to kind of involve himself in the whole supernatural element of things, but it was really good stuff last time. So with that said, let's get into episode number 21 of Charmed, Season 1. Let's go.
I know you're close by.
It's okay, Daisy. Can't see you. Don't say a word, just leave quickly.
Don't listen
She's
to him,
suddenly
sweetie.
adopting the John Cena tactic.
She's already gone, Alec.
I love her, Leo. Much like you love your little witch. What's her name? Piper?
You do
Dark
anything.
lights aren't
You do.
capable of love,
You
Alec.
do
This
anything.
one is.
Oh shit! Okay, so you're already a massive prick. Let's get every solution viable. Because sterile parts, yeah.
Careful.
Because what might work on a human might not on a white lighter.
You knew. The fact that our handyman, the man I was dating, was supernatural just happened to slip your mind.
There was no
Oh, yeah.
slipping, okay? I told you,
Oh,
but
yeah.
you didn't want to believe. Any tips on how to vanquish a Darklighter in case we run into him?
No, just don't let him touch you. His power is in his hands, and when he chooses to, he has the touch of death.
And we have the power of 3.
Right.
All right, call the airline,
Great.
cancel our tickets. I'll call Andy, see if he can help me locate
We
her.
love the
Piper
stakes
should-
being high,
I'll talk to
folks.
her. Someone's got to stay with Leo. Perfect.
Okay. I'll be there.
Bye, Frankie.
Franklin's wife had a baby girl yesterday. Took a week off. He call you from the maternity ward?
It might be a different Franklin, okay? Franklin can be a common name.
About you? I won't. But we have to be careful
God.
about being seen together. It has to look like we're still friends.
You know,
Yeah, we are still friends.
Oh,
We always will be.
oh, Andy, wow, oh,
You sure I'm not just someone who's keeping your secret, Pro?
oh.
You know me better than that.
Guy you're seeing isn't human. Although in Piper's case,
I wish she didn't have to find out about it like this.
Oh yeah, because that would be
Being
fun.
with her broke the rules, but not being with her breaks my heart.
you know, Leo, it's not like we rush to tell you that we're witches.
Ugh.
I think Piper's.
First, it's meant to kill white lighters.
Can we?
That's what it's doing. It's working its way through my system.
Can we not get another white light?
It's just a matter of time.
How much time?
Not much.
Specific, great.
To save Daisy.
I can't deal with this shit. Piper's,
We have to save him whether we're meant to or not.
because otherwise there is a curse on Piper, and she can never have any luck. Still can't get you. head around it.
What the hell was that?
Somewhat.
Welcome to my world.
Yeah. World would be better off if people like Alec didn't exist.
When I exchange powers, then I'll have the healing touch and maybe I can fix him.
Shit! Okay, that
you
might
know,
work,
usual,
but what if
made
it's
some coffee,
permanent?
read the newspaper, walked in on Piper switching powers with Leo. You know.
I have to save him, Prue.
It's away.
Okay, is it safe? To tell you the truth, I can't freeze.
This is a good sign. The spell must have worked.
Unless...
Okay, that means Phoebe, now you...
Oh! Oh no! Oh no!
Phoebe's premonition thingies.
And does she
What
have
did you
Prue's?
That shattering.
Hit no!
Oh no! Is he done?
Screw you.
Holy shit, I mean... This is on you both, to be fair. I know they're doing their jobs, etc., but that doesn't mean... Fuck's sake.
I told you I'll always be there for you, Daisy.
What was that? Oh, yeah. Freebie.
Freebie! Wow! There you
Well,
go.
class is over.
That's...
You
Oi.
know that was just a rumor, right?
This is where I want to be.
Nope. 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 Nope! I'm gonna kiss
I love you.
my heart. No, 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 no.
He's gone.
Shit. Every second I just want
I really don't think this
Alex's
is the
throat
best
to be
time for
ripped
you
to
be
smithereens.
alone without-
Everything happens for a reason. Remember, you taught me that.
Thanks.
Andy really sacrificed everything because he cares for the sister
Take
so
care, Bill.
much. Men, he's an example.
And you figured out how to use her power. Why couldn't I find the trigger? Why couldn't he just help me? Give me his power.
I need to hook her.
He wanted to live. He didn't want to leave you.
But what if he's frozen? I don't know. Oh, Piper. Oh. Oh, come on. Come on. That's gonna trigger...
Piper.
Oh, this is very poignant.
I tried so hard and I couldn't make it work before. Why didn't you tell me?
That love was the trigger. You had to find that out on your own.
Phoebe, stop him!
Oh, damn it. I detest him so much.
Never left me.
If I ever loved you, what? Do you think I could just get over you? Move on? Find somebody else?
Well, you
You're
could
the
try
only woman
being a
I've
good
ever loved,
example.
Daisy.
It's hate. Hate is his trigger.
Then hate him.
No problem. Bring
I thought it was being a jerk. Piece of shit. Oh, dearie me. Oh. Ha 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 ha! You get what you deserve.
If Daisy's a white lighter to be, doesn't that mean that you used to be...
Human?
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Oh.
I was actually born right here in San Francisco. I
Oh,
lived in Iraq
dang.
till I went off to the war.
You mean like Vietnam?
World?
No, World War II. I'd have a family, grow old. You.
This ship! My
that
heart,
possible?
please.
Yeah, I can become human again, Piper. If you want me to.
Sure. Stay.
Then you wouldn't be able to help other witches or other future Whitelighters, would
He
you?
doesn't want to be
You couldn't help save the next Daisy.
cinnamon roll. Gotta say it again because
I love you too.
like you could say that whilst he was here.
I was so hoping you weren't gonna say that.
Oh no. Why?
I can't get a thing.
He's covering up for Prue Hollywood.
What?
How the fuck did you... What the fuck?!
We can't go to Cabo. We might as well bring Cabo to us.
Exactly, and you all deserve it
We
after
saw
the
some serious problems.
episode this was.
Oh, problems are for Monday mornings. What do you say? It's gonna be a hell of a Monday morning, but until then,
Look, do they deserve it? Yes. This episode was a lot. This episode was insane. This episode was like pushing my patience in different ways because I was not having Andy die. Not Andy. Oof. I was not having Leo die. Andy being uncovered. But there's more to that with Rodriguez, I think his name was. Seems like his partner was like completely oblivious, but there seems to be, I don't know, some kind of big bad warlock he is. And yeah, bloody Alec was really pissing me off. To the point where I was just ready to just jump through the screen. Like I wouldn't be able to get very far, but he was the kind of person who just should never exist. That he is a red flag for the world. Yeah. The way he especially acted towards Daisy made her, as well as the fact that he nearly had Leo completely die out. All I'll just say is he's a disease, and well, we all know what happens to diseases. They get eradicated, and that's basically what happened. But oh, there was a very, very interesting situation with this episode with, you know, Supernatural Freaky Friday, basically. And we got to learn a bit more about the Whitelighters as well, which is always really nice to know. Pardon me. And of course there was tension in Andy's situation. Had a gun basically behind his head. So damn. I wasn't expecting I was expecting, you know, well, obviously it was just Rodriguez who is hiding something more. But I was expecting them to just be persistent dickheads who just wouldn't leave well enough alone. And would just be hounding Andy, you know, for however long, because they are... And like I said, I know they were... Well, the other guy was doing his job. Rodriguez has an alternative motive. But I was thinking, I know they're doing their jobs, but it doesn't mean you have to like it. So... Whew. Well, that was definitely one of my favorites of the season. It was pretty intense stuff, and I felt like it really gave everyone a chance to shine, really, and it had some really impactful moments. Not just for Piper, obviously. I think she was centralized around, you know, the emotions and whatnot in this episode. And you know what? When I said I hope to see a lot more of Piper, I wasn't, you know, wanting pain. I gotta be specific next time. No, but it was all, I guess, kind of well and good. Leo's not perma-dead. So, see, I was thinking, like, if they truly did swap powers, then surely Leo would maybe know she needs to find her activation, really. And I was thinking about the fact that, especially with him being a white lighter, he's, very supreme and whatnot. Pardon me. He might have frozen himself. I wasn't really sure, but yeah, it was really, really, really great stuff to have that act of love awaken Leo. So they did a whole 10th Doctor scenario where, oh, he's dead, he's not dead. Just needed something to give a little bit of a kick, like 10th Doctor. So yeah, but I just really, really thought that it was great learning a bit more about the White Lighters and the Dark Lighters, making their, I guess, introduction in this episode with the fact that they are basically the reverse. It was very, very sick, their description about how they were able to lure innocent women to create evil through... because Alec was already, like, I mean, with this episode gone by, he did all kinds of very, very sickening things, and where he belongs to, yeah, it's, yeah, just very, very sickening to hear that they are able to do that, and yeah. So, but Alec, yeah, breaking the rules, fell in love with Daisy. Daisy reciprocated until she found out, and she didn't want anything to do with him, and that wasn't good enough. He had to be very, very stalkerish, very manipulative, very abusive, and every time he spoke and whatnot, and he was just stalking Daisy, I just got sick in my stomach because of the fact that he wouldn't take no for an answer, and he just kept refusing to leave her be, and really went to extreme lengths to try to plead his case, etc. But it was the lengths of a very, very sick piece of shit who is just abusive and is, someone who just makes your skin crawl. The type of guy who makes women feel vulnerable. So, all because of the fact that he was so obsessed with her that no was not good enough for him. So, yeah, but I mean, when it comes to writing an antagonist, you do want to make them very hateable, and I think they did a good job at making that with Alec, because I was just absolutely ready for him to be eviscerated, because of how sick he made me feel, and he was just very, very crude. He was just very corrupt, and yeah, I mean, I'm glad that how he died was the result of him just burning away, etc. But I really did love the fact that emotions really tied into of course the abilities and whatnot, especially in this kind of scenario, where we had a supernatural Freaky Friday. So, and it was just really, really great for Prue to deliver that line about the fact that she doesn't want to experience that hate ever again. And, it really does hit something because of the fact that you've got Alec, who is a very, very abusive piece of shit. He is very, very crude. And, yeah, you don't want to go through those emotions. You don't want to go through the mindset of someone like Alec, especially in the real world where there are people like Alec about. And it's going to tear you apart going through all that hate, all of that disgust, basically. And yeah. But I also really loved how, for the case of Phoebe, obviously there was that longing for an active power, but she was so accustomed to her abilities, which makes sense. Because you have, I mean, it's been 21 episodes, and obviously, with other abilities that the sisters had, there might be that case where you're thinking, well, I wish I had that ability, and now you get that chance to practice with those abilities. However, you get so accustomed to it, and yeah, I mean, it was really, really great to see the detrimental effects as well. Like Prue was talking about how there was a ringing in her head when she went through that vision. So yeah, and not just that though, but with Prue and her ability, with Prue going through those visions, it just and I guess with Phoebe going having Prue's ability, should I say, it really does switch up the dynamic in a very, very interesting manner. Though they did get accustomed to it quite easily. Of course, with Piper, it took a bit more of a kick. So, yeah. But it was just very, very interesting to have that, kind of scenario where she would harness the abilities of a white lighter. And, of course, it was very, very poignant, of course, with the Piper and Leo relationship. So... oh man, I was gonna think that maybe there was that moment in the toilets. I was thinking that Daisy was going to accidentally, I don't know, somehow through Leo get those abilities and whatnot. Hence why with Piper she couldn't activate her abilities, but it took a tear, so which is very fairy tale-esque. I'm not gonna lie, but no, there was a lot of cases in this episode where I was just thinking one figure. They really surprised me with the direction that they went with, so it was just really great. And it was very, very sad with Piper's scenario, because obviously she was trying to find a way to find a solution to save Leo. Nothing was working, and Leo was on death's door. I will admit he should have, if he knew about Alec, he should have, did a better job at avoiding things. So, but no, I think it was a device that brings closer the dynamic of Leo and Piper. As well as, I guess, it kind of pushes things further in terms of knowing about the White Lighters and the introduction of the Dark Lighters, because I'm sure, like the White Lighters, they are definitely going to be a thing to watch out for in the future. And especially with the description about how the Dark Lighters operate and whatnot, and how, I guess, Alec was an exception, but was still a piece of shit who needed to get punted in the head. It does make you very, very worried because of the fact that, they're not nice people. So, yeah, but no, I really, really adored the situation with Piper and Leo, with Piper finally, exchanging I love yous, etc. So, yeah, but, if Leo completely flat out died in this episode with no way of having him return, then one would have assumed that Piper was just cursed, because this season she's went through quite a few people in terms of dating, and it's never panned out well. There's always an unfortunate circumstance. And this would just be another one to the list of examples, really. And this is only season 1 as well, because you dread to think, okay, so what's going to be like in season 2, season 3, season 4, etc. So thankfully she was able to save Leo, and I feel like things are definitely going to establish between the pair. I mean, he has to say screw to the rules and whatnot. But it was great to finally know a bit more about Leo as well, and how he became a White Lighter as well. So that was really, really great. And the fact that you could voluntarily give up your ability. So that's very interesting, though. You could just be like, hey, I want a normal life. Okay, done. So yeah. But it is also very, very tempting, because I always say that immortality, it's a very, very tricky area, because you don't want to see your loved ones die. Well, I guess that's why I guess that's why love is pretty much a no-no, really, which kind of does make sense, because there's always this thing when it comes to immortality. You see your loved ones die, and it hurts. They are not immortal. You are, and you're having to bury them over and over and over again, and it would crush you. No one wants that ability if you're going to have to keep seeing your loved ones perish. And it kind of makes sense why love is a bit forbidden, because of the fact that they might not have the same opportunity as you where you get to become immortal. See, I was very, very hopeful about the rules being broken because, you know, it's love at the end of the day. Don't be stiffs all of a sudden. But there is a bit of an idea about the fact that, you know, what if Leo and Piper had that relationship and there would come a moment where, well, I guess he would probably want to... Well, that's it, though. He can't exactly give up his abilities because of the fact that it would be very... Like, his whole situation is helping people. Alec and people like Alec could take a page out of Leo's book. I'm just saying. Yeah, he wants to help people and he wants to make a good impression to the world. And he would just feel very guilty about the fact that he does no longer have those abilities where he can just, you know, heal people, etc., and help out potential white lighters as well. Because that was a very important situation with Daisy, obviously. So I could understand why Piper was like, no, I don't want you to give up your abilities. I mean, Leo was considering it, which you can't really blame him for because his love for Piper is so strong, and it attacks my heart so much in a good way. I just love them two together. I ship them so much. They are amazing, and they just make my heart happy. So I do hope that there is a kind of a way that we could remedy this without any kind of tragic circumstances or any, like, bollocking, I guess, for Leo's part because of the fact that you can't do this. So don't even think about making a relationship with this witch because of the fact that she might die one day, and oh yeah, you don't want to be burying her. So, and obviously he's not going to give up his abilities the moment like Piper would pass, because his goal is, like I said, to help people, to make a good impression. I guess to the universe, not just into the world. But it was really, really great to know that once upon a time he was a human, and he was nominated. So yeah, I am kind of curious about more of the process of ascending to becoming a white lighter, but there is a bit of a precedent in terms of Leo and his ability, in terms of his abilities to help people and whatnot, and that's very, very adequate for the white lighter role. So, but I guess, like the white lighters and how we're going to learn a bit more about them in the future, we're going to definitely learn a bit more about the dark lighters. Like I said, there's already a very, very sinister presence with them because of the fact that Alec was an exception to how, you know, the dark lighters operate. So that will be very, very, I guess, interesting to explore. But yeah, Piper and Leo, I love them so much. I need them to be together at some point because, yeah, like officially, the rules, whatever. I don't, yeah, I want them to be together. So yeah, but I just like, they are so wholesome. They are really, really wholesome in terms of you are so hopeful that they would somehow be together. So, I mean, you kind of want that with Prue and Andy as well. Obviously, things are a bit more complicated there, but not just that, though. With Piper and Leo, there is a wholesome vibe, and obviously there is a bit of bias there because I always adore Piper, cinnamon roll, protect her at all costs, so there is a bit of a bias there. But the way they just execute their relationship or whatever is just so appealing, and I just love it so much. So yeah, but yeah, I just really, really loved it, and yeah, my heart broke for Piper when he was gone. Like I said, like, if this was a permanent thing, I would just throw it out there and say she's cursed. I don't care what anyone says. The amount of bad luck that Piper would have is just unfair. Like, especially to Piper, of all people, who is a cinnamon roll, who you just love to death, who you just want to protect. She doesn't deserve that. So I'm glad that she was able to find that activation, save Leo, and yeah. So, but it was still painful to see, and I don't want to see that again because, yeah. But Yeah, I was hoping there would be a way. There had to be a way for there had to be a way for Leo to survive, and thankfully there was. So woo woo. And yeah, there was of course the whole situation with Andy, Eternal Affairs, or at least one half of them, because I doubt Rodriguez is. Well, he's just posing as someone with Eternal Affairs. We don't know what exactly he is, but maybe that's going to unfold in the final episode. I'm still keeping my options open because there was, of course, that woman that was helping that guy in the last episode, who has to have more importance, because otherwise she was just there, and it's like, okay, well, she did tease to Prue that they would clash, so, you know. But like I said, it could be a season 2 thing. So, same with Rodriguez as well, because of how he has been stalking Andy, and now he knows that Prue's involved in this. So, yeah. But, yeah, great for Andy to not fully come out with everything in regards to Prue and the sisters. But he is opening the door just slightly, just teetering. So that's really, really good, because obviously Morris was feeling a bit burnt by the fact that Andy was keeping something from him, and it's also it is a betrayal, because there is that great amount of trust between Morris and Andy. So with Eternal Affairs just watching Andy like a hawk, and Morris not knowing what's going on and having to lie, etc., it does hurt. So I am glad he Andy didn't exactly lie, but he is keeping certain secrets in the dark. So, and I really do like that, because obviously Andy found out only a couple of episodes ago, and I think it would be a bit too soon for Morris to totally find out. But he's going to find out at some point. Probably next season, maybe beyond that. We'll see. But, yeah, that Rodriguez, whatever he is, obviously good news. But, yeah, they were also pissing me off as well. Alec, Eternal Affairs, but obviously, we thought that, you know, they were just harassing Andy and whatnot, and it was, you know, you're rooting for Andy, you're not rooting for these couple of pricks. But now we know that there is something wrong with Rodriguez and his partner. Yeah. Yikes. But, yeah, it was a stunning episode, and I really loved like I said, the scenario in this episode with, you know, the supernatural Freaky Friday. And like I said, I feel like this episode gives it a chance for all of these gals to shine in their retrospective ways, and for them to go through certain emotions when it comes to utilizing said abilities. So, yeah, it was really, really great stuff this episode, and very enjoyable. Like I said, I feel like with how everything was executed, even the antagonists, like, they were very, like, Alec was very, very hateable. And it made me sick what he was like, but in terms of a narrative perspective, they did a very, very good job at, you know, not, I guess, making it, I guess, unrealistic, but making you very, very much hate him. So, yeah, it was really, really great in pretty much a lot of aspects. It was great emotionally. Definitely does, I guess, kind of establish things further with the White Lighters and opens the door for the Dark Lighters. We're getting some intrigue with Rodriguez, and I'm excited to see what we're gonna do for the final episode, because I can imagine it's gonna be a standalone Monster of the Week, whatever floats your boat. But obviously we've got certain characters who I'm sure is going to be a pain in the butt for either future seasons or maybe the final episode, who knows. But no, this was solid stuff. One of my favorites this season, very enjoyable. My emotions might be injured, but no, I really thought that this was a great episode. So I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!